This is by far the most competitive and hardest programmed adaptive competition I've ever seen, I've ever been a part of.
Me too, bro. This is my first time here, so.
Well, dude, great year to start because you saw a platform that was very, very intentional in the way the program was done, I think, first off, and secondly, non-forgiving in the sense of we are athletes first and adaptive second. I think that was the biggest message that they tried to say, and I think they did a great job at it.
I told Stouty that. I said, man, I appreciate you not even cutting us no slack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you made it hard regardless.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, man, basically, I'm just kind of interviewing everybody for like my nonprofit, you know what I mean? Like,
disabled but not really.
Right on, bro. Like, so basically you just let people know your name, where you from.
Yeah, so I'm Logan Aldridge from Raleigh, North Carolina, 26 years old. Been doing this CrossFit stuff a little over 4 years, and continue to be amazed every time I come to these sorts of competitions from the other athletes you get to witness, whether they're adaptive or not, or just the elites. It's just always such an incredible experience. And then to have the opportunity to sit down with people like yourself, talk about our journeys, our life, where we've come from in the past few years, and then also on a special day like today,
right.
6 years in the making, and that's freaking awesome, man. How cool is that?
Man.
What a cool environment to be in when you come to that milestone.
Very, very, hey, bro, words can't even explain how I feel today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just saying, like, even with, I don't know if you got a chance to see Raquel when she was fighting, but.
Oh, somebody was cutting an onion when I was watching because I don't know what was happening. Somebody threw chalk in my eyes or something, but I was just wiping it away.
At that moment, I said, she just showed all of our struggles. You know what I mean? Like, everything that we had to fight to get to where we wanted to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And in the moment, it looks like a very hard struggle, an unsurmountable task, something that's not able to be accomplished. But you bring the people around, you show the support, and she did something that in her mind she didn't think she would be able to do. Before that workout, she didn't think she was capable of that.
It was like 8 failures.
Right.
And then she succeeded.
And then got it. Right.
So.
You never stop. You never stop. It's such a cool, there's so many life lessons that are applied and profound in the acts of fitness that we do.
Exactly. What exactly is your disability?
So for me, I lost my arm 13 years ago in a boating accident. When I was 13 years old, I was left-handed, and the rope got wrapped around my arm. Freak accident the resulting injury was needing to amputate my left arm above the elbow. After that, I made a decision. I knew, just like I think everybody who faces a traumatic experience that changes the trajectory of their life, you have a choice. And to me, it's black and white. It's whether, is this going to dictate the way I live my life, or am I going to use this as an opportunity to propel my life in a new direction that wasn't there before. So I made the decision that it's just an arm. That's always been my motto for my situation. And what that really means to me is perspective. It's just about having the perspective. It's just an arm. It could have been my life, and how grateful can you be to know that you're still here. And so I wanted to make the best of it. I wanted to make having one arm something cool. Just like I think what you've done, And that's why it's so neat to sit down and talk to you and share those sorts of thoughts, and we kind of have that mind-sharing opportunity, and it's so cool.
It's all about mindset, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you want to make a one arm cool, I want to make fucking being in a wheelchair cool. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
So, like, what do you think, like, has CrossFit, like, helped you, like, mentally?
Oh, CrossFit helps, I think, in every aspect of life, because no matter how fit you are or how new you are to the sport, every day when you come to do the workout, you hit that wall. No matter what, you don't avoid that feeling of death, of where you feel like you're about to just pass out because the workout was so hard. Whether you're super fit or brand new, that's going to happen.
Right.
But what's neat is the community and camaraderie that's formed when that moment is happening. Just like we watched with Raquel. when that moment is happening, you get a tremendous amount of support. And what has always been said, and what is so profoundly true in CrossFit, is the person that finished last gets the most support, gets the biggest crowd, the biggest cheering. Because it's not about the placement of the workout. It's about knowing that you can do more than what you really thought you were capable of. So to me, what I became fascinated with and interested in is human potential, and how we perceive our potential in one light, but we're really way more capable than we think we are. And I think Disabled But Not Really does a great job in that word itself explaining that. And so it's so cool to be able to connect the dots and sit down with you about it.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Hey, bro. Hold on. You want to stop it and then keep going? Who's it?
Oh,
so,
no.
All right, so like my last one, man, is just, because you really nailed it. You really killed it, bro. Like, do you think of yourself as like disabled but not really?
I think of myself as, I don't know, that's a great question. I wouldn't consider myself disabled at all.
There we go.
By no means. I would never use that word. I think I'm different, and I think that is critical. I think that's the most important part of who I am, is being different. And I think a lot more people could use the mindset of feeling like different is good. I think everybody is too pre-programmed to think that you need to follow a certain template, whatever that is in life. Whether it's you got to go to school and you got to go get this education and do this thing and start a family and buy a house. I don't know. These are very general things that I'm saying, but I think it's important to be different. I think it's important to stand up for what you believe in and voice it.
Or row.
Or yeah, right. And that's I don't categorize myself as disabled or even as adaptive. I don't even focus on that word ever. I think we all fall into that category, yes, but more importantly, we're all humans first.
Exactly.
And once we understand that we're all a lot more alike than we are unalike, whether adaptive or disabled or not or whatever, then you start to understand that we're all more capable than we ever give ourselves credit for, because we falsify what we're capable of when we try to set up these categories as disabilities and adaptations and all this, when then at the end of the day, we're all humans pursuing maximum potential. That's what I like. That's what gives me the goosebumps, and that's what makes me excited to watch people do fitness, because it's such a profound physical way to represent that.
And you know, I like how you said that, bro, because when I first got injured 6 years ago today, I tell people I went through the years of depression because in my mind, people with disabilities were always singled out.
Yep.
It was always different with something wrong in other people's mind, and that's how it was instilled in mine. So I thought that there was something wrong with me. Right. Now I'm like, this is the best shit ever. Like, I embrace who I am, and I really feel like I am who I am because of this. I found myself through being different. I realized that I wasn't like everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I knew something was different, but that meant that I was able to push myself every day in life and feel good about myself because I'm doing that. Right. You know, and
that's how you know what we're doing here is right. Because it's empowering. People are realizing that it's not a negative to be different. And now they realize there's a community that supports that, highlights it, and empowers it. So I think we've totally shifted the paradigm on what is perceived as a positive or a negative connotation with being physically different. And now we're starting to propel that. It's starting to become the cool thing. And what an awesome environment.
I mean, it is cool. So, disabled but not really, man. I appreciate you, Logan.
Yeah, brother.
Hey, it's all. Hey, you know what?
This guy right here.
From the day I met you, bro, like back in North Carolina, to just seeing how far we've made it, it's just fucking awesome.
It's awesome, man. We're just getting started.
We're just getting started, bro. Appreciate it.
Hey, man. Happy anniversary, man.
Hey, man. Appreciate you.
Any other way.
Right on.